Or junior football coach and football director. I'm not sure what his exact role is at the Broadview Football Club, though. He might be the delegate, but to tell us more, the great man, Rocket Rod George.
Good morning, TJ. How are you, mate?
Sorry, what is your role at Broadview currently?
I'm the secretary out there, the club delegate, and also the club historian.
In other words, you do a lot of work for probably not a lot of thanks.
You got it in one, Bruno.
No worries. There was Bruno. Okay, mate, I'm going to give you an opportunity. I'm going to probably butt out of this one a fair bit because I think this might be one of your confidants and friends, and he deserves the time that you're going to give him. So it's all yours, mate. Over to you.
Thanks, TJ. How are you, Mark Simpson?
Yeah, thanks, Rod. No worries.
You look a bit worried there.
Yeah, I do. I don't know what I'm up for.
Don't trust me, do you?
No. Oh, no, you're right.
Okay, well, we're going to have a little bit of a chat today, but before we start, we'll go over some of the highlights of your career. It started in 1982 at the club, played 242 games, club captain in 84, 85, premiership player 87, 89 and 93, premiership captain in 87, A-grade coach in 95 and 96, played state football for 14 games, state captain in 89, All-Australian in 83, life member of the Broadview Football Club. Ended a little sojourn north of the club for a couple of years up at Jeps Cross as coach, and then you're currently the coach of the B grade. So very long and distinguished career, Mark.
Is that all you've done? That's it?
Yeah. Thanks, mate. See you later.
Mark, your family's had a long tradition playing with the club.
Yes, Dad is a life member there, and so is Mum, and now myself and my three brothers are life members, and the whole five of us played there too, brothers, boys. So, yeah, it's been good.
I was having a look at some game totals last night, and going from your dad down through to Brett, you played over 860 games between the lot of you for the club.
Oh, that's a lot, isn't it?
That is a lot. That is the record for the club, actually,
yeah.
as family-wise.
Okay.
Now, your first game was in 1982 for the club against Prince Alfred, round one at home. And you won by 21-15 to 9-11. What do you remember about your first coach, Terry Homan?
Very, very honest sort of a coach. He'd put everything on the line to you. I looked up to him as one of my better coaches, actually, that I've had through my career. He's one that puts a lot of responsibility on the individuals and backs them in. So, and that's what is my forte, really. This is good.
Going back through some past copies of Tiger Times, going back from 1982, and he wrote in that week in the magazine after your first game, he said, Mark Simpson showed that he will be a key player this year, so he must have thought a fair bit of you to begin with.
Yeah, well, obviously I got cut for Norse then and come over, and Terry took me under his wing, and then it all started from there. It was good, yeah.
Yeah, toughest opponent over the years?
Oh, gee, there was several. I've been asked that quite a few times, but centre-wise, the old days of when we played LA Teachers, and John Griffin. I used to look forward to playing against him, and even meeting up with him after the game at their local. He's one. You don't like the Billy Bottons, but he was more of a key. I played a bit of key position, later on, and standing those sort of guys. Kevin Astrop, even though he played at Broadies and Greenacres, those sort of guys, yeah.
And the hardest teams you played against?
Oh, always the Riversides, the Greenacres when they were at their peaks. You always look forward to playing them, especially down at Riverside here, because it's always, on their small ground, it's always a bit of a dogfight.
Now, obviously, your most memorable moments on the field?
On the field? I think the state games were all good, but I really look at way beyond that in my juniors, coming up through and playing with a lot of lads that are still, that played up through. There's not a lot that go on that keep on playing A-grade footy. They might be playing C-grade, D-grade, but just being mates with them. But my junior footy at Broadies was the best, I think, and just that big green shed and having our pie and pasty nights in there, it was fantastic. Yeah.
When Tony Roach came to the club in 1986, could you tell there was some more of a sort of a change in culture that happened with the club where it becomes a little bit more professional?
Yeah, it was. He was one to really stamp his authority early, and I think it was the best thing for the club for sure, because we were not a rabble, but we were well, like you said, we made it into a professional club, which, and then I think it brought other players to us because they knew we were a professional club and we were a good unit. Yeah.
Now, obviously, lost the first 4 games in 1986, and there was a few rumblings around the club about roaching that, and people were thinking, what are we doing wrong here? But it sort of seemed to get better and better after that, and you made the finals that year and was knocked out in the first semi-final by Adelaide Uni. But the following year, 87, it all just seemed to come together.
Yeah, I don't really remember those first 4 games, but when they said to me Tony Roach was going to coach at Broadies, because when I was over at Norse with him and that, I knew he's always a Broadview junior and that, but I never spoke words to him over at Norse and I said, I don't know, but they said, there's a lot of water under the bridge then, but I think, now we're, good friends and long-time buddies, which is good,
Now, 1987, you beat Greek in the second semi-final, then you come up onto the grand final on Adelaide Oval. What was that like being captain of the side that day?
Fantastic, one of the highlights, I stood Peter Filippo that day, and they were great days. But just on Adelaide Oval was nothing better, and I think that the boys are missing out now. I mean, nothing wrong with Thebarton Oval, but Adelaide Oval was just the pinnacle.
Following year, knocked off by Greenacres by 2 points in the grand final. Came back the following year. You played the Greek in the second semi-final, and it was only the second loss for the year. Come up against Greenacres in the infamous preliminary final.
Yes, I didn't play that game actually, Rob. That was at Prospect, wasn't it? And I was in hospital. I was crook as I had a real bout of it was a low case of pneumonia. But I didn't, and it was when I got the phone call and saying that Tony had pulled so many players off in that last quarter, and we were only playing with 12 players, I think it was at the end, because things were getting out of hand, and it was a great win. It set us up well, didn't it?
And then the following week, absolutely destroyed Greek in both the A's and B grade Adelaide Oval.
It was a big day for the club, wasn't it? There's nothing better than seeing that B grade get up when you're running out, and it just gives you an extra edge, doesn't it?
That period of 87 to 89 would have to be one of the most successful periods of the club itself.
Yeah, so because I think we had all 5 grades in the grand finals, and the poor E grade missed out only by a kick, I think, in the end. And that was just the aftermath at the footy club was fantastic, wasn't it?
Now, how was the time up at Jepps Cross? Something a little different, coaching up there?
Very much. I think I had to do my first stint away from Broadview. I thoroughly enjoyed it at Jepps Cross. Met a lot of lads that I knew but not real close with through school, and played against in juniors and that was still playing because I went there as a playing coach. I loved it. Yeah, I really did. Yeah.
2 years there, came back to Broadview, and another premiership in your first year back.
Yes, that was good. It was good timing.
Big upset of Kilburn, who was one of the hottest favourites in years that year.
That was a great day, and it's nothing better than beating Kilburn. Obviously, they had the one up on us too. I think I was captain that day, and Kilburn beating us too. Yeah, so it's good to get one up on them.
Oh, I stuffed that up. Sorry, Rod. I was going to say, ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Rocket Rod George interviewing Mark Simpson on 100.5 Wow FM. Carry on, mate.
Okay. You were sort of remembered as one of the loudest voices on the field. Everyone could hear from one end to the other.
I still get called that. There's nicknames here floating around, but no, I've always said squeaky wheel gets the oil.
Now, the two of the most popular nicknames you were called was Seagull and Sinbad.
Well, I think Kevin Busbridge gave me the Sinbad, but the Seagull has probably come from the oppositions. Yeah.
Now, what's it like watching Brett come through as a player now? He's over at North playing under 18s and floating back playing us for A's and B's. There's a sense of pride with Brett playing so well?
Yeah, very much so. It's just a shame I don't get to see him over at Norse, but he's back over with us at the moment for a week. And he's playing with me today in the B's, so that's good. And I like to say it's great the way he's developing, but he's got to feel out. He's got a good footy brain and uses the footy well. He's just got to fill out body wise, and I think then he'll be right.
What's it like coaching the B grade these days?
Very demanding. It's very rewarding when you can push these kids up, because the way we're going these days, it's all the kids. And to see these kids develop and come into play A-grade footy is fantastic, and that's my role, I dare say.
And with the crop of kids that we're coming through at the moment with the B grade, is there anyone really that stands out that could really take the next step?
Yeah, I do. I see quite a bit, a lot young Josh Barrows, but he's just got to get a bit more football awareness in him, and that means that he's got to take it on a bit more, because he's
See a red-headed kid?
Yes.
Ludnut? Yeah, I taught
Yeah.
him. What about Jamie Howcroft?
Jamie Howcroft, yeah, good lad.
What about Johnny Howcroft? Does he give you a few
Johnny,
tips, does he?
he is a good lad, Johnny, especially in the bar.
Got him on a durry, yeah.
No, Johnny Howcroft is going to be a great one. Well, if he doesn't make it over at North, he's always going to be over at Broadview, because and he's hard as.
He is. Even as a 7-year-old, he was hard. He'd run through me. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, just in closing, I've heard a little rumour, I don't know whether this is true or not, and this is where you're a little worried. Is there any truth to it that you and Leanne are seen tonight at the boys?
No, man, no, you got that wrong altogether, mate. No, I'll be just sitting in the corner, mate, and put my 2 bobs worth.
Oh, you won't be on stage?
No, I'm a shocker, mate. I'm not a karaoke person at all.
Oh, I see you've done well on pre-grand final nights.
Oh, yeah, well, the Dutch coach there, yeah, so.
Well, Mark, we're going to get back to the club and get ready for the B grade, so it's great to have you in. I hope we'll have 2 wins today.
No, very honoured, and thank you for having me.
Oh, absolutely. Your fantastic work, and have a great day, guys. You got to love the past players. Just past players today. Yeah, you got to love those kind of days. Don't you? Getting all the old folk back, premiership reunions. They're the kind of days you really treasure.
Absolutely.
No worries. Okay, let me see if I can get it right this time. Hang on. Oh. I've stuffed it up again, boys. Hang on. And a third time lucky. Here we go with a call sign. I'll even let you listen to it. Ready? Check this out. That's what I tried to do 3 times during that interview and stuffed it up every time. You're going to wear your headphones. Thanks for being on the show, Mark, and have a great day.